Miro slams Tony Khan over his injury status. Plus, title matches have been announced for TNA Sacrifice, and a major ex-WWE star has further teased an AEW debut. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. So Tony Khan did a media call yesterday ahead of Revolution, where he talked about the Meat Madness match. One of the names mentioned in the Meat Madness match was Miro, and it's been a weird bit of a back and forth. Well, not even a back and forth, just a forth and forth.
Yeah.
From Miro towards Tony Khan on Twitter.
Yeah, so Miro quote tweeted a quote from Drainmaker saying, and the quote was, we'll read this in full. Tony Khan on the Revolution media call confirms that both Miro and Keith Lee were supposed to be in the Meat Madness before the match was cancelled, as they're both unavailable at this time. Miro then quote tweeted that, saying, I've been injured since September and I got medical attention in January. Sorry he wasn't aware of it. The quote itself, somewhat taken out of context, making it clear that Miro hadn't actually heard what Tony said during that media call. So the actual quote from Tony is, I wanted to put a lot of the big wrestlers and get the crowd fired up for a multi-man scramble, a Meat Madness match. I think that the crowd would enjoy it and it would be a lot of fun, but some of the wrestlers I was hoping to use right now, Miro, Keith Lee, are both out. Neither one is available, and some of our big men being out injured, I wanted to have the depth in the field to do the match I originally envisioned, and people would enjoy that. So that was the full quote, and I think he was just chucking a few meaty names in there.
Yeah, I don't think he was specifically saying, oh, I wanted them, but no, I can't have them. It was more just throwing out some people from the meat index, if you will.
and basically making it clear that we'll get back to the Meat Madness match, but we're just going to do the other match on Sunday night. I actually think that this perhaps speaks more about the relationship between Miro and Tony Khan. The fact that Miro would tweet something like that, a man who doesn't actually tweet that often as well. He would put that out without having seen the full thing as well, but basically, yeah, slamming him over the fact that his boss doesn't know he's out injured, even though I think it's fairly clear that Tony did know he was out injured. I think maybe people are being a bit unfair to Tony Khan on this one.
Yeah, so obviously, as you know, to reassure what you said, the quote was somewhat out of context, and you know, had things been good with Miro and Tony, it probably would have maybe been a text or a phone call rather than a very public tweet that made his boss look a bit daft in the process.
Yeah.
So there is it's an interesting one with Miro in AEW. He is unfortunately one of a litany of names that we can reel off, and that goes, I don't think we've seen their full potential there. There was so much excitement coming in and not a lot afterwards.
Yeah, stop-starty. I think they really messed him up from the off, to be honest. The video game stuff that he came in doing, is like, people were so hyped to see him. A guy who was perhaps underutilized in WWE. People were very, very excited to see what he could do in AEW, to reach that upper tier, to get in the main event picture, and potentially be a world champion. And obviously that hasn't happened in AEW, and he seems frustrated with his position on the card. He should be a bit happy his wife's there now and everything.
Yeah, I brought your wife in, mate. Come on now. He's not been on AEW programming since December. He was the last match for Andrade at World's End. Now, there's been a few injuries and stuff in and around there as well, but he hasn't been backstage in many weeks either. So I think the relationship between Miro and AEW is one that we'll probably keep tabs on, because I think there's a little something there that's probably we may know more about soon. We don't know. TNA are presenting Sacrifice next Friday.
Sacrifice, thank you.
What did I say?
No, I was doing Scott Steiner. So he goes, Sacrifice.
Sorry, the numbers were not in my favour. They're not in Jordan Grace's favour either. She's got a 33 to 33% chance of beating Xia Brookside and Tasha Steeles. Both went to a non-finish in a top contenders match, and Jordan Grace said, I'll have you both. So we're getting a three-way for the Knockouts World title at Sacrifice.
Go on, Xia. I really, really want this to be. It's not going to be her time, I don't think. I think she is class. Given her age, the stuff that she is able to do. I mentioned this in a video, I think it was last week, but I think WWE were big old Wally's for letting her go because she shows enormous potential. I fully expect Jordynne Grace to retain there, but best of luck to Xia Brookside, and also Tasha Steelz is there.
Nick Nemeth.
I like Tasha a lot. She's joking.
Nick Nemeth will return to a TNA ring at Sacrifice. He's facing Steve Macklin. He made the challenge via video because he was in Japan winning the IWGP Global Championship.
He's doing it all. He's all over the place. That'd be a really good one. I think people sometimes, in the past at least, have slept on Steve Macklin a bit. A man who is really, really solid in the ring. And people immediately, I remember when he was let go by WWE, they sort of wrote him off. They weren't too excited, but I think he's gone to TNA and done some really good stuff, so worth checking out.
The new X Division champion Mustafa Ali had his celebration ruined by Chris Sabin, Kushida, and Kevin Knight. This will lead to a trios match with those three against Ali, John Skyler, and Jason Hotch. That'll be some trios-based goodness in there as well.
Nice stuff.
Ali delighted with winning the X Division title. You can tell like this is a big thing. It's his first singles title in so very, 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 very long.
Yeah.
So he's absolutely owning it at the moment. Josh Alexander will face TNA's newest signing. It's been officially confirmed by TNA now. Alex Hammerstone is on the books. Former MLW champion. My goodness, he is a beast.
He's a big boy, isn't he? That's going to be a
big
banger of a match.
boy.
I love Josh Alexander. Obviously, there's a lot of talk around Josh at the moment as well. How long he'll be sticking around in TNA. They extended his contract. They initially said that they had re-signed him, and then they went, no, we've extended the contract. I feel like I'm maybe... I think he's the future of the biz, right?
Alexander or Hammerstone?
Josh.
Yeah.
But both are great. And maybe I'm going too far with that statement. I think he's amazing. I think Josh Alexander is unbelievable. I don't know how long he's going to stick around in TNA. Don't know if he will end up re-signing or not, but I don't think he'll be short of offers.
I don't think he will either. He's at least there for a year because they've extended him. But then after that, the sky very much is the limit. It was previously announced as well that Moose is defending the TNA World title against Eric Young. That's a TNA original in there against Moose. They'll have, I think, let them take the brakes off that one and let them fight each other around the arena. They can have a nice time.
Yeah, it'd be good.
That'd be a very, very
Looks
good
like a good show.
Yeah, it's a week Friday on TNA Plus. Let's go to AEW. We've had further teases for a former WWE star, a major WWE star who could be on their way.
Could be. There
are still some online. I believe it or not, I still catch a little bit of discourse from some people who are like, shut up, she's not going. But there's a few people who I see who are now so deep in the mire with it that it's either they admit that they are wrong or they double and triple down. And they are fascinating people to watch. You know who you are. You're amazing to watch. I love it.
Mercedes Moné, we are talking about, of course, tweeting to New Japan Strong Women's Champion Julia, you standing on big business or are you just standing around? You know where to find me, Julia, at her username. And then a little money bag. She is, of course, expected to make her AEW debut on March 13th as part of the AEW Dynamite Big Business Special. It's in Boston, Mass. Looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. That's a match that I'd certainly like to see as well.
You standing on big business? Like the name of the show, Big Business.
Did you get it?
The joke is that the show is called Big Business.
Yes, I think she might be there,
I think she'll be at Big Business.
Actually, no,
too.
I don't. I'm going to turn into one of those people that you hate. Nah, she won't be there.
It'll be Sean Spears again. Whenever we expect it to be anyone, it's always Sean Spears. God love you, matey. This weekend, though, AEW Revolution takes place. It's Sunday night. The Wrestling Observer has confirmed today, as if there was any doubt, Sting and Darby Allin defending the World Tag titles against the Young Bucks will main event the night. It'll be the last match of the night. Why would it not be? It's Sting's last match.
I watched the thing on Dynamite this week. Sting coming down from the rafters to confront the Young Bucks, save his little buddy. I got goosebumps, man. It transported me back to being like 12 years old again. I think it was just an absolutely epic moment, and I'm really sad about Sting retiring. I'm so happy for him. The fact that he's been able to have this Indian summer in AEW's come back, and he's just done brilliant stuff. I think, some people want to have a go at AEW creative. Fair play. Sting, they've done him proud. They've done an amazing job with Sting. And I'm just really sad that it's ending.
Yeah.
Which is why it's not ending, and he's going to turn on Darby. No, he's not. No, This is it. And good luck to I just hope he has the happiest, best life after all this. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your money. God bless Steve Borden. Like, what a guy. What? You never hear a bad word about him. There's no controversy surrounding Sting. He's just a bollocks, isn't he?
He's just brilliant.
He is.
He is amazing. He's a lovely
sad.
guy.
I'm really sad.
It's funny because that Descent from the Rafters, Ross said something similar to you. He got a bit emotional seeing
Did he?
it. Yeah, so I think
Goosebumps, man.
it's a generation. It's very much a generational thing to see Sting, rappelling from the ceiling like it's 1996 all over again, and he's about to dispatch the New World Order. Like it's a special time, and we're buzzing to be able to be with you live to see him say farewell after, Adam said, a fantastic Indian summer in AEW. Live reactions with myself and Fraser Porter, youtube.com/cultaholic/live. You've got 9 pictures on the channel already, predictions on the channel as well, and what happened with Jack the Jobber 2. Anything else?
No, I'll give another plug for the 2K stream starting next week. I still don't fully know the day. I think it might be Tuesday, but I will confirm early next week. I'm on the news with Andrew on Monday, so we'll confirm then. 2K My Rise, return of the streams there. Really looking forward to giving that an old go.
Clear your schedule tonight because the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast with myself, Ross, and Matthew is about 4 hours long.
Obviously.
Of course it is. And it goes in several tangential areas. You can enjoy it. I know, right?
I know.
At some points, we do talk about wrestling, I promise. And we'll have the latest wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.